Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. There's plenty of smoke surrounding Washington Commanders owner Daniel Snyder, even in the absence of the confirmed existence of an actual fire. The smoke is getting the attention of his partners. As reported by Jared Bell of USA Today, one NFL owner said that the group is counting votes as to Snyder. It would take 24 votes to get rid of him. Of course, that would be just the beginning, not the end. Snyder would surely fight hard to not be forced to sell his business, although the various members of Club Oligarch accept the rules of life in the league. The antitrust violation that will come from 24 or more business owners forcing another business owner to sell his or her business is hiding in plain sight. Still, the rest of the owners are moving toward their breaking point with Snyder. This isn't new. We've reported on multiple occasions that Snyder is on thin ice during Super Bowl week. We confirmed past reporting from 106.7 The Fan in DC that if the league had asked attorney Beth Wilkinson for a written recommendation at the conclusion of her 10th month investigation into chronic workplace misconduct in Washington, she would have recommended that Snyder be forced to sell. The league retained Mary Jo White, not Wilkinson, to investigate more recent claims of misconduct made against Snyder by former Washington employee Tiffany Johnston. We reported on the day of Super Bowl LVI that, as one ownership level source recently put it, the Johnson allegations could be the straw that breaks the camel's back for the league, prompting Snyder's partners to take steps to push him out. That was before the allegations of financial improprieties. Those allegations, included a claim from a longtime employee that money was being kept from Snyder's partners. As we've said plenty of times here, and particularly on the Pro Football Talk Live, Snyder has had so many issues and controversies and allegations that, regardless of the merits of each one, at some point the mere existence of the issues and controversies and allegations become enough to justify pushing him out. At least one owner seems to agree with that position. There's growing frustration about the Washington situation, and not over one issue, but over how much smoke there is. An unnamed owner told Bell, "I think everybody's getting tired of it." The people not involved in NFL ownership definitely are tired of it. The question is whether the owners are willing to hold Snyder to a standard that potentially could be applied to them in the future. That's why he got a pass last year. That's why the league didn't ask for a written report from Wilkinson. If a report had been created, Snyder's ongoing ownership of the team would have been untenable. And every other current and future owner would have had to worry about the possibility that claims made by disgruntled employees could trigger the same outcome for them. Again, they weren't protecting Snyder by brushing it all under the rug. They were protecting themselves. It's gotten to the point where they possibly aren't worried about that, where they perhaps realize that none of them has to be concerned about being held to the same standard, because none of them would ever be involved in so many controversies. The financial irregularities become the potential icing on the toxic cake. A source told us after the news broke that if Snyder was indeed picking the pockets of his partners, it would be his death knell. Bell echoes that reality with this quote from an unnamed owner: "If that happened, I think that's the nail in the coffin." Bell also reports that owners vehemently raised concerns about the lack of a written report during league meetings in March. Again, Commissioner Roger Goodell and the league, while directly helping Snyder, was doing the rest of them a favor by not creating a roadmap for regime change. However, that absence of transparency has hounded the league for months, culminating in a congressional investigation. The irony continues to be that the release of emails that brought down Raiders coach John Gruden triggered a delay effort to push the NFL and the Commanders on more transparency. Without the Gruden hit job, Congress most likely never would have shown up. Some think the Gruden emails were released not by the league office, but by Snyder. Whoever did it, the universe of suspects is small. If it turns out that Snyder lit the fuse on the bomb that ultimately blows up in his face, he'll get what he deserves. Then again, there's a pretty good chance he deserves it anyway. throw in the fact that there's evidence that he's not really serving a suspension when he's supposed to be, and it's very difficult to feel bad for Snyder about the direction in which this could be heading. Fire or not, the smoke continues to billow. In 2007, Goodell beefed up the personal conduct policy to justify punishment of players who simply found themselves in off field entanglements. Regardless of ultimate conviction or guilty pleas, if the league is inclined to apply the same standard to owners, and as made clear in Playmakers, it isn't. Snyder should already be long gone. Exactly. And I've been reporting on this, for a long time because it's the truth. Daniel Snyder's a scumbag. And basically the things that really got this going was when they got rid of John Gruden. They showed his emails, but everybody's like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. What up with this Daniel Snyder thing? And this is why I made that video. The double standard for owners and players has been this way forever. The NFL put itself in hot grease when John Gruden basically came out and said, so you guys are getting mad at me, but I was being prosecuted or talked about after 10 years. To me, I wasn't upset about the message because it was 10 years ago. It was 10 years ago the email happened. So why would I be mad? You guys evidently weren't mad because y'all let him get hired by the Raiders. So how are you guys going to be hypocritical? And this is why I call the NFL a league full of hypocrites. They tell you on one hand, oh, we love equality. We want equality in the workplace. But yet every year it's only like one or two coaches that are black on the average that are coaching. It's ridiculous. And now you got this crap with Daniel Snyder that's not being reported, is barely being shown. And that's why I'm trying to tell you people, the listeners, you got to share this stuff. We've got to put this story out there so it put pressure on them to start hiring black owners. We need more black owners, and see if black people, not black people, but the players that are black that are in the league, if they stepped up, it would be a lot more changes. That's why I'm happy Deshaun Watson got his contract, because now players are going to start saying, you know what? We know our value. I want a fully guaranteed contract. If I don't get it, oh well, I'll just sit out or whatever. I'll go over here. And you might need that type of player. But if they try to freeze him out, other players are going to see it and say, well, we're going to start doing that. Well, players need to start doing that when it comes to black executives or having a black owner in the league. Daniel Snyder should have been relieved of his duties, but yet he's just really taking a vacation. They say that, oh, he's suspended of all operations, but I put out a report, I think a month or two ago, that said he never ever left the building. He still was there running it daily like business as usual. That lets you know double standards. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if y'all love what y'all hear, go to the description box, hit that link to the Cash App, and you guys could donate whatever your heart desire, and the super chat and super thanks button work. So thank you for listening. We out. Deezy.